All right, final character of the MGM Rakeback promotion mini-series, I guess this turned into. This guy is Shreveport. So 2 nights ago I played with him. Yesterday we were also at the same table all day, and today he showed up a little later. He's in town for the convention at Tropicana, but he came in towards the end of the night. So the first night nothing amazing happened. The second night there was another guy at the table who was wearing a Longhorns t-shirt. So he starts talking about Austin. This other guy, not Shreveport. Shreveport says, oh yeah, my daughter just moved to Austin. So the guy with the Longhorns t-shirt says something, and like Shreveport like immediately cuts him off, and it says, well, don't ask me about Austin. Don't ask me about the layout of the city. Don't ask me what neighborhood she lives in. She moved too far away. I haven't visited her yet. She moved really far away. Haven't visited her, don't know anything. So I mean, if you're gonna ask me about Austin, I'm just not gonna know. This is before we knew where he was from. I'm telling you already, his name is Shreveport. But so when he talks like this, I think he's from like really far northwest or like really far into the northeast. And eventually we ask him where he lives, and he says Shreveport. And I said, like, isn't that Western Louisiana? Isn't that the next state over? That's like as close as you can be to Texas, isn't it? And he goes, oh, but it's another state. I mean, that's a long drive. Like, I used to live in Houston. Houston to Austin, not that bad. I moved to Shreveport, and then my daughter moved to Austin. Oh, that's too far. Oh, that's too far. I haven't visited her yet. And I go, the way you were talking, I thought you lived in like northern New Hampshire or something. He goes, oh no, Shreveport to Austin. No, that's just too far. She moved too far away. So nothing we did, he said, the first night made me think he was gonna come out with something like that, but that was great. Then the second night was mostly fun. Rage text was annoying. I want the worst things in the world to happen to Rage text. Shreveport was very pleasant. It was just a few weird, funny things that happened. The second night also, the same night we found out where he was from, Shreveport, he was really hungry. He hadn't eaten all day. He was at the table before I got there, and I played like over a 10-hour session. So he was getting hungry, and it was funny. Tap, the sports bar right by the poker room, it was the one night ever that I know of that they were closed for a private event. So he was planning on going there. It was closed, and he was kind of holding out hope that when the event was over, they would reopen to the public, which didn't happen. But he waited a while to see if that would happen. It didn't. So he's asking like, where else could he eat? And a lot of the places in MGM are not anywhere close to the poker room. So I tell him, you know, I'm getting hungry too. I'm thinking about going to Raising Cane's. I mean, it's out of the casino, but it's like way closer than those restaurants on the other side of MGM. So he said he didn't want to eat fried food, which, all right, but he made it sound like it was a lifelong decision to not eat fried food. So I went to Cane's, brought it back. I asked him again if he wanted any. He said no. He said maybe tomorrow. So I brought back Cane's. He went to a Wolfgang Puck's restaurant and got linguine and meatballs. So all right, he ate something, and we played for a while. Today I was playing for a while. He came in fairly late, and I had eaten at the buffet before I came in, so I wasn't planning on eating again. But he came in, and we were at different tables this time, but he was at the table right next to me. So he walked by, he said hi, and then like after he played one hand, he came back to me, and he said, if you're making that Cane's run today, I'm in. Because I guess yesterday, yeah, one of us said, I guess I said, like, all right, if you're here tomorrow, maybe Cane's tomorrow or something. But now that it actually was tomorrow, today, the night that I'm filming, I ate at the buffet, and I didn't need to eat again, but now I can't let Shreveport down. So he said he wanted Cane's. So I waited till my table had a pretty slow dealer so I wouldn't miss that many hands. I told him I was going, and he gave me some money. I went to Cane's. It would be weird to go there and only get food for him. So I got food for him, I got food for me, brought it back. I didn't time it today, but Cane's is very close, and they're very quick in there. Yesterday, when I went for just me, I looked at the time when I left the table, I looked at the time when I came back so I could see how many minutes I missed when I'm recording my hours. I was gone 11 minutes. I left the table, I walked through MGM, I got to the sidewalk, walked to Cane's, ordered, waited, got the food, came back. All of that only took 11 minutes. Cane's is very close to the MGM poker room. So I didn't time it this time. I had to wait a little longer. It was a little more crowded in there. Also had 2 orders, 2 combos to bring back, but still very quick. Gave Shreveport his his change and his 4-piece box combo, I guess they call it. And that was it. Would have been cool to play all 3 nights with Shreveport, but that was funny. The funniest thing he said was genuinely telling us his thoughts about how far Shreveport is from Austin, even though I would not agree, and then kind of forcing me into eating canes tonight. But it was a lot of fun, and I think he's in town for 1 or 2 more days. Might see him again.